and treating them. Whether you are recovering from surgery, dealing with a nagging injury, or just want to make sure your body is right for your upcoming season, take advantage of your break and schedule your sessions today. That way you can get back to campus feeling stronger than before. Check out our website at psmsports.com or call us at 260-266-4007 to get scheduled.
Thank you for watching Summit City Sports. To help broaden our coverage, we're asking you to become a monthly sponsor to our Patreon account. We produce weekly highlights and live video broadcasts. When the Homestead girls golf team won its first state title in program history, we were there. When Fort Wayne brought back 3 state titles in cross country, we were there. We believe in sharing positive stories and setting the standard for how high school sports should be covered. Join us and donate today.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays. And while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary. Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays. And while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
Alrighty, welcome back to game 2 of this lovely doubleheader on these Wednesday nights for high school hockey. Mason and Eric back at it again, where we have the league leading Homestead Spartans against the second place Carroll Chargers. We've had a little bit of a shakeup here in the standings as Carroll going on a rare 2-game losing streak, losing to Leo and the Vipers these last 2 weeks. Homestead taking advantage of that. Their only loss is coming up again is against the Carroll Chargers. They lost 3-0 a few weeks ago, hoping to change that around this week.
Yeah, if I'm the Homestead Spartans, I don't want to get left out and be the only team that hasn't beat Carroll. So they're going to try to extend that losing streak to 3, and obviously the Carroll Chargers not happy about the way things have been going these last couple weeks, so they are going to be coming out with a B under their bonnet. This should be a real exciting game.
As expected, Martinsky is in the net, starting there for the Spartans. Their go-to, very, very good goalie. On the other side is Cameron Ganau, who Carroll has been going with the last few weeks, as I believe Van Antwerp was injured for a couple of weeks. That's why we didn't see him there. Probably just starting to finishing up the rehab of whatever injury he had, trying to get things going as Homestead, trying to get that top line going. Nicholas Juarez, their leading goal scorer with 10 goals. He can score, as we've seen in the past, he can score from anywhere.
Yeah, he's a lot of fun to watch, and he does. He takes shots that I see, and I'm like, why shoot from there? And then he goes in, and I said, I guess that's why. He had an angle. Great vision on that kid.
On the other side, Camden Blavel, leading goal scorer there with, I believe he has 8 goals.
Yeah, he's having a good year so far.
Yeah. It's pretty spread out there for the Chargers goals-wise. They have a very good top 6 forward line. You got Lalonde there who can score goals. You got
both Pedersens I've seen be productive so far. Shurik's nothing to bat your eyes about. And obviously Adelaide Shearer, captain.
Trying to lead this team back on the winning side of things. They had a good opportunity last week against the Vipers to tie things up, but just fell short, 2-1. Put on a barrage of shots on the Sam Schifferle there. I think they had 47 that entire game, which is insane. But as we saw, they were taking these really bad shots. They had a few quality chances in the slot, down lower, but they were just taking these out really long shots. So hopefully we can see them try to move more in the middle of the ice.
I think historically the Carroll Chargers are used to that kind of real estate coming easy to them, and they don't have as dominant of a team as they've had in the years past, so they're going to have to work a little bit harder to get to those high-scoring density areas and work a little bit harder to pick up the trash out front and take every opportunity they can get, because they're going to need it.
Yep, they certainly do. So sometime we would like to thank our sponsors of this broadcast. Big Eye Fish has been around the Northeast Indiana area for generations. Enjoy the best fish in Fort Wayne in a family-friendly environment at Big Eye Fish. Tom Still Tire has been servicing the Fort Wayne area for over 40 years. They will help you find the perfect tire for your vehicle and other auto repair services. At Ottenwiller Contracting, we invest in our customers by providing peace of mind during the entire process from bid to build. Visit OttenwillerContracting.com. Summit Volleyball trains and builds the highest quality volleyball players in the area from ages 5 to 18. Jump on board. Together we can reach the summit. Shirley Law Firm is the area's best criminal defense firm, helping defend the accused from the government. Whether you are facing an OWI or any other criminal accusation, Jolie Law Firm is the answer. Sioka Clean and Restoration, providing commercial clean services including janitorial, water damage, and state-of-the-art disinfecting services throughout Northeast Indiana. Online degree programs at the University of St. Francis are built for the convenience and flexibility. Most degrees can be completed in 12 months. Visit online.sf.edu. Specialists in design, build, mechanical, and refrigeration. Visit tjwindustrial.com. The 12,000 Hoosier men and women with the Laborers District Council and affiliated local unions that build Indiana. We are LIUNA. Earn your edge this season. PSM Edge Training Program maximizes your athleticism through personalized performance training to reach your goals and get you to the next level. Visit parkviewsportsmedicine.com/edge to schedule your free consultation. And today's broadcast is brought to you by SummitCitySports.com. Follow us on Twitter at 260sports. Like our Facebook page, Summit City Sports, and be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel. These teams are just finishing up their team huddles before they head to the bench. Getting fired up for this heavyweight title match. That's what it feels like right now.
It does. We got the big dogs out here in the late game tonight. Hopefully neither team disappoints. They both came to play. Saw a little bit of a blowout there with the Vipers and the Leo Lions, so we're still hungry for some excitement here at the Ice House.
Pretty good crowd here showing up for this game. Even though it's at 9 o'clock, it does feel like a primetime game.
It does. Of course, next week we got the pre-Thanksgiving Day scrum, so that's going to be fun. Kids don't have to go to school the next day. Should be good for everybody, actually.
Yeah.
I won't have to go to work. Probably won't be complaining as much if the game runs long.
Both games just continuous overtime for forever. Feel like an 18-inning World Series game. All right. Homestead wins the faceoff. Siebert is able to find Hebert. Moves it far to his Gerber. His partner's Lalonde sends it down into the offensive zone. Hebert in the corner to pick things up. Gain pressure there by Pedersen. Taylor Pedersen. But the puck goes down for an icing. Homestead going for a forwards change. Lovell with a shot off the pad. Rebounds there. Pearson hits the post on that rebound. Shot there by Carteau just goes high. Blavel moves around. Slap shot there for Carteau. Hits the outside of the net. Things are heating up already. Puck is behind Heber. He doesn't know where it's at. Taylor Patterson tried to move out from there. Lalonde, who puts out a man. Blavel in the slots. Just loses control. Homestead's able to clear. Doherty. A little chip pass right there into the corner. Off the skate. And Gunal is going to cover things up.
Oh, it looks like the Carroll Chargers definitely came to play. Explosive start for Carroll.
Something that they have been needing these last couple of weeks.
Right, last week they waited till the last minutes of the game to make a big push, and they've learned from that.
So the puck goes down, and Carroll's going to send it down the length of the ice, and icing will be called. Offensive face-off here for the Spartans on the glove side of Gunal. Boffman and Potts on the face-off. Boffman's able to win it. Up to Shearer, who tried to attempt to get it out of the zone. But Chapman held the line. Juarez trying to move it there. Boffman was just behind him. It's Tanner Potts. It's 2 Potts out on the ice.
Yeah, it can get confusing. You got to call the first names.
A shot chance there by Juarez. Stick aside there by Ganau. Boffman finds Tanner Potts with a shot. Gets blocked. I think that was by Ryder Potts. And the puck goes out of the zone. Turnover here. Chance shot there by Ryder Potts into the breadbasket of Martinsky. Owen Martinsky has been very solid in these first 5 weeks. I think he's played 4 games out of these. I think Combs played last week.
Yep. I believe that is correct.
Asher gets kicked out with a face-off. Llewellyn there getting pressured by Overbay. Puck in the corner going around. Johnson moving it up. But Carroll takes back over and they send it into the offensive zone. Martinsky stops it. So Homestead moves it around. Ferrier puts it over to Swinehart. Sends it down and off the crazy Zambellini doors. And Carroll is going to take possession. Pass just goes in front of Overbay. Siebert gloved that one down, but gets bumped off the puck. Baldwin going around. Yeah, penalty coming up here. Cross check. I think coming in for Carroll going to the penalty box. It's Baldwin, Mikey Baldwin. Oh, excuse me, Anthony Baldwin.
I'm not sure if we caught it, but I think something to do with that tie-up maybe, or it was behind the play.
Homestead going to the power play. Shot there by Hebert. Rebounds loose. There, and they score! Graham Urschel on the rebound. There's a scramble in front. Homestead taking advantage of the power play, and they go up 1-0.
Yeah, and we'll have another look at it here. The shot initially comes from the point. It's deflected a few times, so I don't think Ganau got a good read on it, and it was just sitting out there for Urschel, and we know he likes to pick up the trash, so.
Frick wins the faceoff there for Homestead in the neutral zone. Frick is tied up along the timekeeper's area. Gerber sends it off the boards. Doherty on the near side. Could get around Blauvelt. Alon off the boards, and Gerber's going to send it down the length of the ice for an icing. Boffman and Doherty on the assist for Urschel's goal. Tanner Potts is off the boards to Urschel, but Urschel's going to send it to his own bench. And the faceoff's going to be back in the Homestead zone. Eleven and a half minutes left here in this first. Homestead's up 1-0. Boffman wins the faceoff back to Tanner Potts. Getting pressured there by Gibson. That's Ryder Potts. Potts on Potts here in the corner. Boffman's able to find Juarez, and they're able to get out of the zone, but that pass just goes awry to Urschel. Carroll takes it over, and they send it down. Chapman off the boards there. A stick lift there. Urschel might have a chance. Just goes in far in front. Ganal is going to play it and send it around the boards. Shearer getting tied up there. Puck goes up and hits the ceiling. Maybe a stoppage of play. Face-off one there by Siebert. A little flip shot there by Llewellyn. Gets blocked. Carroll sends it down the other way. Keaton Johnson behind his own, then getting pressured there. Patterson picks it up, try to wrap around Stuff. Got kind of pushed into the net, and it's going to be dislodged. Homestead's going to decide to change their forwards. Frick, McNary, and Doherty on the ice. Carroll able to win that faceoff. Patterson sends it down. Mikey Baldwin sends it around. Patterson getting pressured there by Johnson. Ramsey was able to hold the line just for a second, but the puck does go out. They play back and forth here in the neutral zone. Baldwin behind his own net. Sends it around to the near side. Picked up there by Patterson, who sends it down into the Homestead zone. Gerber able to find Frick. Frick moving through a neutral zone across the line. Shot there by Heber, just goes wide. Carroll's able to get out of the zone. Overbay, a little too many moves, loses the puck, and they send it down into the Homestead zone. Levo lays the hit there on Ferrier, but Siebert comes out with the puck. Trying to split two defensemen, couldn't see who we got put on the ice. That was Peyton McDonald. A big hit there. Ferrier and Anthony Baldwin having a couple extra shoves there. So the intensity is picking up. Ferrier on the near side. Decides to send it back down. Anthony Baldwin moves it across, turns it over. Shot there by Gerber, just goes wide. Suarez is able to put it up. There, I think that was Urschel. Saved there by Ganal. Puck leaks out. Sam Loxton puts it up to Boffman. Boffman moving through the neutral zone. Gets hit there by Taylor Pedersen. Puck goes in the corner. Loxton puts up to Chapman, who whips on it. Stick lift. Puck's there for the taking. Carroll takes it. Bouncing puck. Chapman is able to calm it down, but Carroll's able to get out of the zone. Blauvelt cuts across, center the ice. Shot gets deflected, and Tanner Potts sends it around. Collision there by Chapman. Kind of missed that on Cartel. Bobbing behind his own net, moving near side, and just sends it down the length of the ice for an icing. But in high school, he can change.
Yeah, it's never a bad idea if you're caught out there. You could just throw it down there. Another long shift for everybody out there. Physical, too. That'll wear you down. It's going to be a long game if you're not trying to play physical tonight, I'll tell you that much.
Siebert and Pedersen in the faceoff. Pedersen wins it. Goes off the boards. Cartel wasn't ready for that one. It's Platt. It's in a Cartel who puts it in a neutral zone. Siebert gets the puck taken away from him. Broken stick. Trying to see who has it broken. one at Carroll Chargers. In Lamont on the far corner. Moves it to Pedersen. Pedersen is able to get around Llewellyn without around Ferrier. Puck's in the far corner. Johnson is able to find Ferrier on the near boards. Try to send it up. A little bit of a month, and then Carteau sends it back down. Llewellyn sends it around. Picked up there by Platt. But Mapes is able to send it into the far corner. Carroll in their own zone, trying to get it out. Heber is able to hold the line. But his attempt got blocked. As it goes into Homestead. Doherty gets hit off the puck there by Gibson. Swinehart sends it to the other corner. Carroll trying to get it out. Homestead's able to keep it in, but not for long. Shearer is able to put it up to Potts, but the puck gets taken away as he was offsides. Gerber off the boards. Picked up by Gibson. Taken away by Swinehart. 3-on-3. Swinehart elects to take it around the net. Getting tied up there behind. Cameron Ganal. Hand pass called, I believe, on Homestead. We'll stall that play.
Finally picking up that broken stick. Made a couple plays out there.
I always wonder if there was a strategy, if there's a stick just out front of the net, just hit the puck off that, a little behind backdoor action.
Yeah, that would be a really weird play to draw up, but impressive if you did pull it off.
Oh, it was by accident, maybe. Carroll sends it down, no icing on that one. Potts is there. Getting pressure there by Pedersen. Jacob Pedersen. Boffman's able to pick it up. Finds Juarez, the captain. Juarez moves through a neutral zone, sends it down. Boffman picks it up. Urschel with a shot. Gets put into the glove of Ganal. Boffman wins the faceoff. Urschel. This puck is able to regain control, sends it down low for Boffman. Bouncing puck. Carroll's able to send off the boards. But not for long as Urschel sends it back into the Carroll zone. Schurig off the glass. And Potts sends it down. Quick pass to Schurig. Sends it shot wide off into the corner. Overbay overskates that one. 2-on-1 chance, but great defense there by McDonald to get back. Sieber and McDonald collide there in the corner. Llewellyn keeps it in. Instead elects for a change. Suarez sends it around. Carroll with the puck in the neutral zone off the glass. Bartinski behind to stop that. Double team was Johnson and Cook. Into the skates of Mapes, who couldn't control it. Llewellyn in the neutral zone sends it into the near corner. Cook gets pressure there. Mapes with a hit. Here comes a chance for Carroll. It's Blavel. Johnson with a great defensive play there. who looked like he lost his footing, but they might be calling a trip on that one.
Penalty arm is up.
Martinsky's able to get to the bench. We have a 6-on-5. Cook sends it to the Carroll zone, and they will touch things up.
Yeah, it is tough to tell from any angle, but the referee was so close. Seemed like he might have actually had his back turned, but.
Well, maybe when I think Blavo was probably turning around, he had a stick in there, and that's what
pulled the old drive-by move.
Yeah. That's my only guess, because it looked like Johnson just lost his footing. Then I saw the penalty arm go up. I'm like, Homestead is going back on the power play. They are 1 for 1. They scored 11 seconds into their first one. Heber in his own zone puts it to Urschel. Finds Boffman. Stays on sides. Boffman with a shot attempt gets blocked by Platt. Dockery in the corner. Runs into Shearer. Puck is still in the Carroll zone. Boffman's tied up against the Carroll bench, and Shearer's able to send it down the length of the ice. Heber, the quarterback, this power play. Up to Juarez. Able to make a move there. Juarez makes another one. The puck just slides off the backhand. He had a chance there. Heber spins around. Stops with a shot. This goes wide. Urschel, we got the first goal. Passes it to Juarez. And Ryder Potts trying to send it out, but it gets blocked there by Juarez, who has the puck, puts it up top to Urschel. Urschel with the shot. Save, rebound. Glove down there by Juarez. Walks the line. 33 seconds remaining on this power play. Heber behind the net, trying to center it off the side of the net. Bouncing puck still there, loose. Puck is still out, scrambling. And somehow the puck stayed out. Great job there by Carroll to clean up the garbage. Juarez fakes a shot on Shearer, captain on captain. 7 seconds left, we are under a minute here in this first period. Juarez sends it around. Carroll's back to full strength. Blavelt's entering the play. Hebert sends it down into the corner. Homestead was going for a change. Puck stays in by Hebert. Nope, called offsides. Never mind what I just said.
And a couple of huge opportunities on that shift for the Spartans. First, Nico Juarez, a one-man show, just can't quite get it in off the backhand. And then, of course, that absolutely chaotic sequence out front that the Carroll Chargers did a great job getting the rebound first.
Face-off won by Carroll, and it's in their own zone. Anthony Baldwin sends it around. Finds Lalonde. Homestead's able to keep it out with Tanner Potts off the glass in the neutral zone. Chapman sends it into the Carroll zone. Baldwin picks it up. Finding the, I believe that's Platt. Turnover. Shot there by Sieber. And Ganau elects to cover with .3 remaining on this in this period. And Homestead's electing to pull their goalie.
It's been a trend tonight, huh?
Yeah.
0.3 seconds. If they could make something happen in 0.3 seconds, I will be immensely impressed.
I think Anze Kopitar scored a goal with 0.3 seconds. All depends on how fast timekeeper is.
Right.
And that will do it for this action-packed first period. Homestead gained on the board first on a power play goal.
Yeah, just one goal of the period. We'll take a look at it while we've got a minute.
By Graham Urschel.
Graham Urschel, yeah. Ganau unable to get a hold of that rebound, and first one to find it was Graham Urschel. Not the prettiest of goals, but he gets his team on the board and gets him a first period lead.
Those dirty goals that are going to help you win games, as Boffman and Doherty were the assists on that one. I don't know how they got an assist on that, but hit them last, I guess.
What's not going to help you win games if you're the Homestead Spartans are mistakes like this one early on. No look backhand pass, trying to go D to D, not a lot on it. Turns it over and gives an excellent opportunity for the Carroll Chargers. Luckily, Owen Martinsky's there to bail out his defender.
Yeah, both teams have had some pretty ugly turnovers in their own defensive zone. Definitely need to clean those up here in the second period.
And I'll tell you one thing, Mason, if you're not into the hitting game, you might as well have stayed in the locker room for this one. Both teams firing on all cylinders, hitting anything that moves. And I think that's why some of these turnovers are occurring, because you don't have the time that you think you have. And if you take a little bit too much time, you're going to pay for it physically.
Yeah, if you can grind out your opponent here in these first two periods, take advantage in that third of a tired crew, really put up some goals. As Carroll's in need of one now. They are down 1-0. Start of this second period. Fresh 15 minutes on the clock. Homestead wins the faceoff. Johnson puts up Llewellyn, who fans on it. Carroll's able to keep on in the offensive zone. Johnson fans on another pass. Carroll sends it around. Llewellyn on the tie-up. Puck just goes out on Ramsey. Try to find the lawn, but just too far for him. But he's able to block the clearing attempt by Johnson. Johnson try to put it to McNary, but too far for him. And Carroll sends it off the boards. Try to find McNary. Taken away by Carroll, but Juarez takes it back. Moving near side. Moving wide with a shot, quick shot. Into the chest there of Ganau. Some Carroll Chargers not a little happy. I think Juarez might have added a little extra hit there on Ganau. Trying to poke that rebound loose.
A little extra poke. He's an agitator. It's the kind of game this is tonight.
Platt trying to get it out of the zone. Boffman's able to keep it in, but Shearer sends it down. A little too much on that backhand for an icing. Head back down to the same face-off dot that we just were at. And Boffman and Ryder Potts do it again. Potts able to win this one. Platt tries to send it around, but Juarez intercepting a huge hit there by Heber on Shearer. Stepping up. And Juarez puts Shearer into the boards. Puck a little bit too hot there for Gerber. Sends out the zone, sends it to his partner, Heber. Sends it to the zone, but goes into right to Zayat Combs on the bench. Face-off's going to be outside. Scratch that. It's going to be at center ice. Potts and Siebert on the draw. Puck goes to corner just at the red line. Homestead sends it in. Platt. This puck taken away by him by Ferrier, but Homestead's able to keep it in. Sends it to the near corner here. Huge hit there. Ferrier on Carteau. Homestead in the neutral zone. Chapman sends it in. Pick up there by Platt. Bumped up the puck by Mapes. But Gibson is able to take it off of Potts' stick, so no icing. It would have died anyways. Potts stretched past the Swinehart. You couldn't get a tip on it. and that goes for an icing.
Was a good look by Potts, but it's got to be on the ice by the time it gets to your guy, or he's going to have trouble getting his touch on it.
Johnson in the corner. Frick off the boards. Try to find Swinehart there, and in the neutral zone they go. Swinehart with a little dump in, not enough on it. Doherty finally able to get things going. Down getting pressure there by Frick. Puck turn over there by Homestead. Sharks able to send it down into the Homestead zone. Swinehart puts it down deep into the corner. McDonald try to get out, but Juarez was already there. Swinehart tries to center things to Juarez. Juarez is able to get a shot off. We have a whistle as the net goes off. Face-off going to be the glove side of Ganau. Boffman and Patterson on the face-off. Patterson's able to win it. Boffman in the corner. Finds Juarez, who sends it for Urschel with a shot. Gets tipped off a stick and into the safety netting. Face-off now on the stick side of Ganau. Boffman and Patterson again. Boffman wins it this time. Shot there, rebound. Juarez going to get a hold of that one. Blauvelt gets it around Graham.
Wow. What an effort there by Blauvelt.
Urschel now takes it wide with a shot off the pad. Rebound picked up there by Blauvelt, but Urschel takes it back. Puts up top to Hebert. Puts it down low to Urschel, and the skate's going to find. Was able to find Juarez off of Ramsey. Shin pad goes wide. Hebert in the slot. Shot just goes high. Rebound by Juarez. Couldn't get enough on that one. It's hopped over a stick. Urschel in the lawn in the corner. Picked up there by Pedersen. Off the boards. Hit the linesman. He was trying to find Urschel in stride. Hebert behind his own net. Stretch pass there. Finds Juarez. Able to get a stick on it. Got a 1-on-2. Sends it around. His teammates were there for a change, but they're able to show up. Shot on by Chapman into the glove of Ganau. A little over 10 minutes remaining here in the second period. Homestead still up 1-0. Jacob Harrison and Ty Siebert on the faceoff. Siebert wins it. Shot by Chapman gets blocked. Ferre finds Mapes. Into the corner it goes. Ferre getting pressured by two Chargers. Chapman decides to shoot right into the glove of Ganau. Snatched that one out of midair.
Feels like a long second period. A lot of stoppages, a lot of short bursts of intensity here. It's kind of the flow of the game right now.
Siebert and Ryder Potts. Siebert gets kicked out of the faceoff. So Mapes will come in. He's able to win the faceoff. Chapman with a shot gets blocked by Potts. Tanner Potts sends it around. Trying to find Ryder Potts. See, got hit there. Looked a little bit of a high hit, but no call on that. Receiver off the boards. Carteau sends it back into the zone, but Carroll's offside. It's a huge hit there. That was Platt on Ferrier. Carteau finds Platt. Sends it up to Scherer. Scherer gets bumped off the puck by Chapman. Definitely a lot of open ice hits that are happening. Just looking for it. A lot of these defensemen are like smelling blood once the puck hits the neutral zone.
Oh, yeah, you can't find a place to hide tonight. Hits in the corners, hits in the neutral.
Gibson sends it off the glass. Chapman there to pick it up in his own zone. Couldn't get it around Sherrier. Who gets hit again? Chance here by Chapman. Backhands it into the chest of Ganal.
Yeah, and Chapman not necessarily known in this league for being a high-powered goal scorer or offensive player for that matter, but finds himself all alone with the puck, headed down the ice, manages to get it on net. If nothing else, got his team an in-zone face-off, and he'll head to the bench now and catch a breather after going end-to-end.
Sherrick in Frick. This puck gets gloved down out of the air by Ganal. And we go again. Frick wins the faceoff. Johnson elects to send it back down off the boards. Homestead was able to keep it in for a second. Doherty goes down. Sherrick with a chance, try to stuff it in there short side, but Bartinsky holding the pipe says no. And Homestead on transition. McNary. And pressured on there by Sherrick. Still has the possession of the puck as McNary trying to slim his way through the boards. On the tie-up, Carroll in their own zone. Anthony Baldwin. With the green light going coast to coast. Makes one nice move with a shot. And puts it into the chest of Martinsky.
Martinsky seems unfazed by the tall tasks that keep being put in front of him. Big reason for this Homestead lead right now.
Hebert in the corner, getting pressured.
What a look.
Baldwin finds Urschel. Urschel dumps it in. Gerber on the chase. But Luan takes it. Going wide on Hebert. The shot goes, skims across the front of the net. Platt sends it around. Hebert moves it near side to Urschel. Couldn't get it out. Chance there for Carroll. Scramble in front. Don't know where it's at. Still putting it on. And the ref finally blows the whistle. It's extracurricular activities. Milan shoving Hebert.
Yeah, we got a little bit of that.
Couldn't tell who was making that. Who took the puck there. I saw 40-something. I don't know if that's was Lucas Blavo or Emmett Ramsey.
Yeah, it was just chaos in front of that net.
I think it was Ramsey that started that chaos. Good chance there for Carroll. Keeping things out with Homestead. Face-off was outside the Homestead zone. Chapman with the puck. It's taken away there by Camden Bravo. Carroll going the other way. Lawn sends it down deep behind the zone, behind the net.
And Chapman getting mobile again.
Feeling very comfortable right now. Deciding to take things coast to coast. I don't know why they blew the whistle. They were pointing at the net. Maybe it was dislodged, or maybe the puck went into the net, something like that.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you, Mace. I was just as confused as you, so I just started talking about something else.
Homestead sends it to Ganau, who likes to cover things up here. With 6:17 left in the second period. Potts and Frick on the faceoff. Potts was able to win it forward. Tanner Potts for Homestead loses control there. Shearer sends it around. Homestead with possession for a second. Able to get it out. Carroll sends it back down into the corner. Pedersen to pick it up. Gets bumped off the puck there. It's Potts with a shot. I believe they got blocked into the corner. Shearer getting tied up there. Up top. Shots goes high off the glass. Platt evades a check. Loxton ties him up. Still with the puck. In the skates. Homestead's able to get it out. Platt moving near side. Sends it down. Penalty coming up here. Might be on Loxton for interference. I just got a stick just in the way. I thought it would be a tripping penalty. It ends up being interference.
See what we can't see. I think it's actually... I guess I couldn't tell you. They did give him the interference. It could have been a trip. I think that's one that could have gone either way.
Let's see if Carroll can get their power play going. Last week they went 0 for 6. Their loss to the Vipers. Shot there, rebound. Couldn't get a stick on it. Gibson with shot gets blocked. Llewellyn in the corner. Gibson up top, sends it far side. Level off the skates. Homestead's not able to clear. Another shot goes wide. Llewellyn sends it around. Swinehart is there, and he's able to send it down. Mikey Baldwin behind quarterback this power play. Puts it over to Ryder Potts. Try to find Blavel in the center of the neutral zone, but runs it to a couple of Homestead guys. Baldwin is able to get it around McNary, but Juarez takes the puck. 1-on-4, able to get around Blavel. Shot hit the outside of the net. Carroll going the other way. Dumping attempt blocked by Johnson, but Potts is able to send it in. Homestead rings it around. Shearer, shot gets blocked by a stick. Shearer now, behind the net.
Yeah, I think it's just that net keeps coming off.
Yeah, as a goalie, that's I always feared that the net would come off that I couldn't get. Because, you use the pegs as a way to position yourself on those posts. If you don't have the feeling of the strictness of the post, it's kind of hard to position yourself on those posts. Shearer is able to get around a check. Pass goes awry. Gerber sends it around to Hebert. Finds Mapes. Sends it a little bit too far there for Siebert. Platt behind his own net. Homestead did go back to full strength. So now in these last two games, Carroll is 0 for 7 on the power play. Potts. Couldn't get around Mapes, but he's able to have a chance now with a shot just off the blocker. Centered there on the rebound. Poked out by Mapes. And Cartel off the glass. Martinsky rings it around. Homestead's not able to get things out for a second, but they're able to now. And Schierick sends it down deep. Homestead in their own zone. Hebert skating through a neutral zone, getting pressured by two Chargers. Loses the puck. Able to stick lift over Bay. Puck is for just at the top of the blue line. Schierick able to get it out. Chance here over Bay. And Blauvelt, Lucas Blauvelt with a shot and a glove save by Martinsky.
Yeah, these are the situations that Homestead wants to avoid. Martinsky's doing a great job for now, but you got a 2-on-1 here. And your defenseman completely commits to the shooter.
Juarez finds Urschel. Try to put it back to Juarez. He was able to. Puts it in front to Urschel, who messes his way. But loses the puck. Blauvelt and over Bay. On a 2-on-3, Blauvelt just decides to send it in. Sit there by Tanner Potts. Juarez gets around a couple of Carroll Chargers with a shot stick save by Genau. Urschel with a chance, he scores! Graham Urschel with the second of the night. Found open in the slot. Homestead's up 2-0. Just under a minute left here in the second period.
Yeah, so Juarez gets the initial, gets his own rebound, and Urschel just finds his way down behind his guy. Gets the puck on his stick, and he only needed a second. Got that one off quickly. Gets himself on the board for a second time tonight.
Blauvelt with some speed. He takes a shot high off the glass. Carroll sends it in. Martinsky hesitated on the cover-up. Carroll's able to take advantage of that. Shot there up from the point. Gets blocked. Golan try to center it. Pass gets deflected. 19 seconds remain here in the second. Blauvelt tries to center it. Puck is there. It's loose. Still loose. Goes into the corner. Martinsky couldn't cover it. Slap shot. Gets blocked. Homestead try to box out. And that's going to do it here for the second period. Graham Urschel gets a second of the game.
And you love to see it, man. He is a hard-working kid. Love to see him get rewarded like that.
So we head into the second intermission. Homestead's up 2-0 on the Carroll Chargers. So we're going to step aside. We'll come back with some periods 1 through 2 analysis. And just to start the third period, you're watching high school hockey here on Summit City Sports.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260's dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
The athletes has always been here, and they're getting better. I'm watching, Summit City Sports, man, they're doing an awesome job. And, that's a plug. Them dudes are doing an outstanding job. And I'm able to be in Nashville and watch games on YouTube that they're broadcasting, and I'm seeing the talent. And it is just truly outstanding. And, you guys have seen the talent that's in the NFL now from Fort Wayne, Indiana, the talent that's coming up now, and the talent that, is just here, man. It's really cool.
Developed for athletes of all sports, PSM's Edge training program is a personalized, high-intensity experience designed to help you outperform the competition. Whether you're looking to enhance your speed, strength, power, agility, or overall fitness, our expert training staff will build a program that adapts to your schedule while maximizing your overall performance. Now accepting athletes 12 years old and up. Get started today. Schedule your free evaluation at psmsports.com/edge.
I started playing football when I was 4 years old in the Cub Football League at Leo. My freshman year of high school, I really started to notice that there was something different about how I played compared to what some other people were playing like. So then I started to develop more. I started to see the results, and then being able to go to Iowa was a big opportunity for me. Being able to train here at PSM has really given me an edge over my competitors. Working on my speed, and that's the name of the game nowadays, is who's the fastest guy on the field. Being able to put my body in different positions to allow me to be in the best position during the game. It's so important to not take those days off and just get into a place like PSM where they have flexible hours, and it's good for college athletes to come in and just train.
Anderson Heating and Air, locally owned and operated with over 50 years of experience. Call us today and get a free quote on a brand new furnace and AC, financed and available. Don't wait. Call us today and sign up for a maintenance agreement and stay cool. Our maintenance agreements will ensure that you're first in line if you have an emergency, and we'll send one of our service techs out for cleanings twice a year. Call us at 557-0958 or request an appointment on our website. Call Anderson Heating and Air, where your emergency is our emergency.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays. And while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
At PSM Sports Therapy, recovery is more than getting you back to your sport. It's about building a stronger version of you. Our team of experts uses state-of-the-art technology to build personalized care plans that get you healthy and back in action safely. With no physician order needed, contact us directly to receive top-quality care exactly when you need it. Call 260-266-4007. Visit one of our Fort Wayne locations or go to psmsports.com to learn more.
Let her cook, let me cook. Never gave it, I ain't never gave no. Fell out with them, we ain't never make it no. Back for everything I ever lost, I'm on the mission. We turned the whole house into a booth, we in the kitchen. Let her cook. Big low come through frying. Hey, let her cook. Okay. Too much cake out bow. Oh God. Let her cook. All this sauce I'm trying.
The future is what you make it, so make it matter. At the University of St. Francis, we'll help you build a purposeful life, one based on your interests, goals, and desire to make the world a better place. Learning is personal here. You'll be known by name, supported by experts, and connected to professional opportunities. Our Catholic values will inspire you to use your education for the greater good by serving and leading others. Remember, the future is what you make it. Build a life of meaning and purpose at St. Francis. You belong here.
Tired of waiting for a doctor's referral to start physical therapy? At Indiana Physical Therapy, you don't need a prescription. You have the power to choose where you go for expert care. Our experienced therapists will help you get back to doing what you love. With over 19 locations, getting the care you need has never been easier. Take the first step towards a healthier, more active lifestyle. Visit IndianaPT.com to schedule your appointment today.
Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
Here, every athlete is one of one. Every day is an opportunity to improve, to become faster, stronger, healthier. That's our commitment. With elite training and expert care, we transform athletes by pushing through challenges and sharing every victory. PSN, you've got goals. We help you get there. Learn more at psmsports.com.
Alrighty, welcome back to the second intermission report. Here, Homestead leading 2-0 off of 2 Graham Urschel goals. Eric, would you like to take us through those?
Yeah, of course. First one comes in the first period of action. Pretty gritty little goal. Shot comes from the point. It's deflected all over the place. We got Spartans swarming. Outnumber the Chargers out in the front of the net. And Urschel's there. Right place, right time. Puck kicks out right to him. And he tucks it home, as he should.
Took that on the 11 seconds into Homestead's first power play. I believe that was on the power play.
That was a power play goal. And the second goal for Urschel. A little bit prettier, I would say. So Juarez takes the initial shot. He tracks that puck into the corner. Comes up and finds none other than Graham Urschel as the third man high in perfect position. Sneaks by his guy. Gets the puck and rips that thing top shelf. On the board once again. 2 periods, 2 goals for Graham Urschel and the Homestead Spartans.
Yeah, and this has definitely been a very physical game. It's a lot of, we were talking earlier how once you enter that neutral zone, those defenses are like sharks waiting to go and just put you into the ice.
Right, and that could be a negative thing at some point in this game for the defenseman because you're pulling yourself a little bit out of position. If you miss one of those big hits, you're giving up an odd man rush almost every time, and we've seen a few odd man rushes so far in this game. Both goaltenders were strong against them, but it's something to watch out for heading into this first period with just a 2-goal differential between these two teams.
Yeah, talk about goaltenders. Martinsky, he's very calm, cool, and collected. Not really scrambling on any of, loose rebounds there. Carroll had a chance with a couple minutes left in the second period. But, he stood tall, making sure that Carroll stays off the scoreboard as long as possible. But, you can never count the Carroll Chargers out. We've seen them come back before. They almost came back last week against the Vipers. They just have to get things going. And they can't be, when Homestead takes a penalty, they have to take advantage of it as much as possible.
Right. Yeah, we've seen Carroll put up far more than 2 goals in a period. And they need a period like that right now. And their coaches know what they're doing, so this is definitely going to be an interesting third period, to say the least. They're going to look to see Carroll make a push, hopefully early on here. But if they wait till the last minute, again, they still have a chance. 2 goals is 2 goals, and those come easily for the Carroll Chargers. And apparently 2 goals come easily for Graham Urschel.
Had a couple of, in the last game we had a couple of guys with a couple of goals.
Yeah, Urschel is now the 3rd 2-goal scorer of the night. Can he take it to the next level? That's the question.
Can he get that natural hat trick? Or just a normal hat trick? Whatever happens. Boy, that top one. I don't know if that's their first line or second line. Because I know they went out with Frick's line to start out the first period, so I don't know if that. But I know that they're a very productive line with Baughman, Urschel, and Juarez.
Yeah, I would say that's my top line if I'm the coach of the Spartans. You don't always start your first line, but in my opinion, that's their top line. Certainly most productive, but you can't count out any of the other lines for either team, actually.
No, their second and third line for Homestead are very gritty, able to get a lot of possession in the offensive zone, but even Carroll's top lines, with Lon and Blavel, those two connect really easily. And they just have to get going. Once they have to get that first goal off their back, because once then they can feel a little bit more free. How they start off that first period. They had a couple of good chances there at the beginning. I think they hit one off the post or something like that. We're really moving, and they just have to start. They have to be very aggressive when it comes to making sure they get offensive zone time.
And you see guys on the Carroll Chargers working hard to get into goal-scoring positions, but I don't know if they're trying to be too cute with this still, because you see Camden Blavel or a number of guys that are trying to do it all themselves, skate through the whole team, and it hasn't worked up until now. The opportunities have to come a little bit more organically. Just play your game, play hard, make sure you're in the right position. Ask Urschel about that. Because both of the goals that have come in this game so far are obviously Graham Urschel's, but the first one he was in the right position to crash in the net, and the second one he was that third guy high in perfect position. All out of Red Bull, Mason?
Of course. Why do you think I'm so excited?
I don't think you're going to need any more Red Bull for the period we're about to have.
No. Should be a good one here.
Get our scoreboard back up. Period number 3, 15 minutes on the clock.
Alrighty. We got 15 new minutes, brand new sheet of ice. It's third period action here on rink 47. Lowen in the corner. He's able to find Boffin, who moves it up to Juarez. Finds Urschel, who gets put down to the ground there by Anthony Baldwin. Llewellyn couldn't get to Juarez this time. Shot there by Baldwin, gets blocked by his skates of Boffman. And Homestead's got a 3-on-2 incoming. Urschel with a shot off the boards. And Lalonde with speed. Gets around Gerber with a shot. And goes underneath the pad of Martinsky. We have some extracurricular activities as Heber and Blavelts getting into it.
And what a high-octane start to this third period. Both teams swapping rushes and opportunities and then getting into it after the whistle. It's like, are we going to see a Chargers power play off that?
Yeah, they only put Hebert there in the box. Usually in those situations they put both guys in, but
I would have thought a match. Martinsky's got quite a bit to say about that.
he obviously thought that Baldwin Maybe he started it. I don't know.
Big kill coming up for the Homestead Spartans.
Let's see if Carroll can break. They're 0 for 7 on the power play. Shot gets blocked. Rebound in the slot. Lalonde puts it up to Mikey Baldwin. Puts it back to Lalonde. Gibson is able to evade check from Chapman, who went into the boards. Baldwin sends it down to Lalonde in the near corner with a shot centering it. Tipped there by Potts. Lavelle is able to recover it. Lalonde in the far corner. Trying to center it. Martinsky holds the pipes on that one. Gibson moves it down low to Lalonde. Try to center it there. He had Blavo wide open back door, but the stick of Martinsky stops that chance. Carroll in their own zone. Baldwin finds Gibson. Stops and waits for more charges to come. Couldn't get the Shearer. Shot gets deflected away. Lovell walks through the center. Finds Shearer with a shot. Gets deflected and goes into the safety netting.
Little finesse pass there by Blavel gave Shearer a pretty clear lane to the net.
Face-off glove side of Martinsky. Siebert and Potts. Face-off one, Shearer. Puts it up top to Overbay. Back to Shearer. Back and forth they go, Overbay. Try to find Shearer, but deflected by Johnson, so Shearer has to move around. Finds Potts. The pass deflected by Swinehart. Trying to find Overbay there.
Good stick there. Break things up. Homestead successfully killed off over 2/3 of this power play already.
Definitely would have been a high A chance there for Overbay. Potts able to win the faceoff. Lovell. It's Overbay who sends it down low. 10 seconds remaining. Patterson sends it around, but Llewellyn's there, and that will do it. Juarez with the puck. The shot into the chest of Ganau, who's quick to cover things up. Carroll with another chance on the power play, fail.
Yeah, I think that kill was huge for the momentum here in this game because Homestead comes out in this third period, takes a penalty. That is the last thing they wanted to do with 2 goals separating these two teams and killing that off. That's got to give them some confidence.
Baldwin's able to win the faceoff. Heber fresh out of the box. Morris sends it around. Urschel finds Boffin with a kick. Rebounds there. And sticks aside. Bravo gets through, hit by Hewer, going around the net. It's up top to Platt. Rebound there. And no goal on that one. Lalonde
hit that in with his hand.
Yeah.
We'll see if it looks quite as obvious on the replay as it did from our bird's eye view here. Yeah, you could see it pretty clear from at home as well.
He Falcon punched that one in. Well, obviously you can't do that. If it was an accident, maybe they would have counted it.
I don't know, man.
It's like when you stop and the puck happens to hit your skates, and it's like you're not kicking it in.
As long as it's not a clear punching motion, maybe you can get away with it.
Well, obviously that was a clear punching motion. Gerber flips it up to Doherty, just out of reach. And Ethan Cartel moving it far side to his D partner, Jackson Plott. Pedersen sends it down. Tanner Potts loses the puck in his own zone. Turnover here. Chance here for Blavel, and we might have a penalty called on Martinsky.
I think that is the case. He was trying for the poke check and caught the skates.
Oh, we got a slash here, eh? I don't know who's getting the call on this one. They call him Tanner Potts on a slash.
Okay, well.
Interesting.
We'll run this back a little bit and see if we can't find it ourselves. I guess. Sure.
It's probably one of those where two things were happening at the same time and it just gave the slash.
Yeah, because Martinsky's didn't seem intentional, right?
Shot goes off the body of Homestead into the safety netting.
And Adelaide Shearer, as we can always expect, parking right in front of Owen Martinsky and causing havoc for that net front defenseman here on the penalty kill.
Giving Llewellyn a hard time there. Llewellyn in pressure there by Pedersen. Carroll's able to take possession. Shearer deflected by Swinehart. Goes out of the zone. Chase for the puck. Shearer's able to pick it up. Sends it to Overbay. Behind his own net. Setting things up is Shearer. Gets it off the Plot. Jackson Plot. Gets run in. Excuse me, that's Blavel. Gets run into by Swinehart. The puck goes down into that Carroll zone. Pedersen sends it down. Martinsky out of his net to receive it. Rings it around. And then gets out of the zone. He clears it himself. Hebert intercepts the pass. Sends it down deep. Carroll having a really hard time to even get things set up in the offensive zone. Lovell stops on the far side. Slows things down. Try to center it. No doing there. Gibson sends it around off the glass. Blavel sends it down to Lalonde. Patrick Lalonde tries to center it. Blavel to Gibson, just hops over the stick. Gibson elects to find Lalonde on the corner. Off the boards. Walking the line. Far side gets deflected there by Juarez. Blavel picks it up. Takes a shot off the side of the net. Lalonde trying to stuff things in, but loses control of the puck, and that's going to do it. It's another penalty kill here for Homestead. Nothing to show for by Carroll. Juarez in the neutral zone. Fights off Mikey Baldwin. He sends it down and goes for a change. Shot by Potts, gets blocked by stick of Baldwin. Chapman in his own zone. No icing on that one. Siebert. Shot there, rebound. I think that was by Frick with the shot. High A chance. Chapman sends it down off the Zamboni doors. Frick pressuring Baldwin. Anthony Baldwin. Carroll sends it into the Homestead zone, but Chapman was already there waiting for it. Sends it in the neutral zone. Frick trying to get it around Overbay. Huge hit there.
And the steal is out of the skate.
I think that was Siebert and it was Gibson.
Whose steal is that?
That might have been Siebert's steal.
He made it off the ice without looking like a lost puppy at all.
Oh, that was Siebert's steal. I see him fixing it right now.
I missed the replay. I was excited to see exactly how he got off the ice. I missed it. Puck went all the way down, yeah.
I think he might have gone off with one skate just glid off and just hopped the bench.
Very gracefully, I assume.
Yeah. I'm just wondering how that came out. It's like it was a hit. I mean, something must have hit something. I don't know. Carroll has it in their own zone. Lucas Blavo try to drop pass it there to Baldwin. Baldwin's able to recover it.
Jeez, Mason.
What did I do?
Beats me, little soundboard.
I don't know how that happened.
Decides to take a spill on us, we're all good.
I don't even think I was touching my wire.
No idea.
Seven minutes remain here in this third period here. Couldn't get around Doherty. Doherty sends it around. Patterson off the boards. Potts and Gerber meet up. Patterson picks it up. Finds Plott. Plott with a shot deflected off of Fricke's stick. Puck goes to the far side. Neri sends it out. Gerber finds his partner, Hebert. Off the boards. Carroll keeps it in. Hebert sends it up to Doherty. Pass up down in front. Chance for Potts, but he loses control and sends it out. Homestead goes on a change. Patterson. The puck stick pop. Swinehart. Line his own net. Carroll still continuing to put the puck back in the Homestead net. The Homestead zone. Lalonde up top. Blotz. Siebert. Lachansky, he gets tied up and gets tripped up. Swinehart with a shot goes wide. Chapman. Shot glove down. But Homestead's going on the power play here with 5:21 left in this third period.
Yeah, you can see it as he exits the zone. Stick hits the skates. And down he goes. Homestead power play opportunity.
Third one of the night for them. They're 1 for 2 so far. Doherty puts up top to Juarez. Lalonde in the corner. It's pinned up by Urschel. 3-on-1 here in the Lalonde doing a great job to waste time. Ewert with a shot up high. And a save there by Ganau. 25 seconds gone in this power play. Carroll's able to win this faceoff. Gibson sends it around. No icing. They are on the PK. Hebert on his net. Puts it up top to Juarez. Juarez moving wide. Takes a shot that goes high. Urschel walks the line. He looks to send it down, but Mike got a step. Chance there by Homestead. Rebound gets blocked by Boffman. Down the corner. Cuts in. Deflected wide. Off the boards. Takes a Carroll bounce and gets out of the zone. Keeper behind his own net, getting pressured by Potts. Boffman puts it down to Tanner Potts. Chapman sends it around. Ryder Potts pinned up against the corner. Broken stick there for Frick. This puck gets sent right down. Almost hit the linesman with Martinsky. Siebert sends it far side to Heber. No doing on the power play there for Homestead. Shearer puts it on net. And Martinsky will cover things up.
And now would probably be the time for Carroll to make a push if they're going to.
Surprised they haven't pulled Ganell yet.
I would say any minute.
They got 3:07 left. Potentially try and tie this thing up. Maybe they're waiting to get some offensive zone time started before they decide to pull things. Lalonde in the corner sends it back. Try to find Blavo, but Llewellyn's there. Lalonde intercepts the pass up top. Shot goes high. In the corner it goes. Cartel pinches. Lalonde with a shot up high. And a save there by Martinsky.
Now we're down to 2:36. We see some discussion amongst coaches on the Carroll bench. Still no movement from Ganell.
Frenchman and Martinsky having a little conversation there. Tie up there for the face-up. Holmes is able to get things out. Boffman puts it up to Urschel. Urschel with a small little breakaway with a shot into the chest of Ganell.
Oh, and Urschel wanted that one.
Homestead's able to win the face-off. They were ringing around. Taken there by Carroll. Hawks moving things, so I try to send things to Shearer. Bouncing puck. Still is loose. Carroll able to retain possession. And here comes Ganell to the bench. Extra tacker on for Carroll. They try to get some momentum here. Lucasville move it up front with a shot. Gets blocked by Chapman. Potts with an opportunity. Urschel off the boards and gets enough out. Lawville move it to no one as Pedersen was going off for a change. Heber with a shot trying to go for the empty net. Pedersen gets on the Blavo and he scores! 1:27 left. They take away the shutout for Martinsky and they have some life. They are now down 1.
You can't count out the Carroll Chargers. We've been saying that. And here Camden Blauvelt. Proved it. Once again, they're in this situation. 2 weeks in a row now. They've still got about a minute and a half here. Probably going to try to get the zone and once they do, I can expect Ganao is going to head to the bench again, and they'll try to repeat that.
Homestead putting on some pressure here.
Maybe a little too aggressive.
Blauvelt again with a shot off the blocker. And now it's off, so 6-on-5 here. We are just under a minute here in this third period. Carroll in their own zone. Lalonde moving far side, dumps it down to the corner. Puts it up front, tied up, puck is loose. Heber looking for the empty net, and he puts it in for the goal. Braden Heber seals things up for Homestead. They are now up 3-1 with 37 seconds left in this third period.
And the Homestead fans here at the Ice House love that. You'll see it's a little bit chaotic in front of Owen Martinsky. Heber keeps his cool, gets himself to a good shooting position, and this is clearly something he's practiced. 200 feet. Up high, lollipop shot. Finds its way into the back of an empty net.
Homestead wins the faceoff. Llewellyn puts it on now off the blocker. Urschel with the shot. Gets deflected. Horace lost his stick. Johnson sends it down with 17 left. Llewellyn just sends it down out of the zone. Baldwin. Carroll was offside, and 4 seconds remaining here. Urschel and Lalonde getting into it there before the face-off. Face-off drop. Hoffman tied him up. And that's going to do it here as Homestead now has a 2-game lead over Carroll. Carroll dropped their 3rd game in a row. They now fall to 3-3. Am I correct?
3-3.
Are they now tied with Leo?
They're tied with Leo now.
Leo now tied for 2nd in the league. Homestead moves to 5-1. They get the revenge game. Move this season series 1-1. Martinsky holding up, standing strong up until the minute 27 mark. Sadly couldn't get the blank out, but nonetheless, only allowed 1 goal against Carroll Chargers. It's huge.
Yep. So how about that finish? We knew it was going to be an exciting game, and boy, did it not disappoint. How the tables have turned here at the Fort Wayne High School Hockey League.
A lot of things have changed. Carroll starting the season off 3-0. Then they play Leo. They lose a tight one. They play Vipers. Lose a tight one. And then come against Homestead. Had some life there with just a little over a minute left. But Heber put those hopes away with the empty netter.
In this new era here at Fort Wayne, the Carroll Chargers are a beatable team.
Every team has played, every team in the league has beat them so far. So, see how they do things. Wait for next week to see if they can hopefully not move down to a losing record. As Homestead takes this one 3-1. That will be your final. Thank you for watching high school hockey here on Summit City Sports. Don't forget to tune in. We have basketball starting up here in the Summit, and then we have semi-state. We have multiple games going to be on IHSAA TV Don't forget to tune into those. As always, Mason and Eric here on the broadcast. Have a lovely night. See you guys next week.
Thank you for watching Summit City Sports. To help broaden our coverage, we're asking you to become a monthly sponsor to our Patreon account. We produce weekly highlights and live video broadcasts. When the Homestead girls golf team won its first state title in program history, we were there. When Fort Wayne brought back 3 state titles in cross country, we were there. We believe in sharing positive stories and setting the standard for how high school sports should be covered. Join us and donate today.